Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you the top tricks on the REALME 14. Okay, so let's begin. So first up, let's open our settings, and now let's scroll until we find the accessibility and convenience. And first thing I'm gonna show you is the AI Smart Loop. Okay, so in here we have the possible options that we can get and use. So we can share content, share screenshot, spin the loop, and quick functions in apps. So touch and hold any image, text, video, or file to bring up AI Smart Loop. Same thing with the screenshot. Select content and drag it to the edge of AI Smart Loop to spin the loop. And drag content to support the app to show its quick functions loop. Drag content back to the app to go back to the app's loop. When you click on also to manage apps, in here you can add your preferences, your preferred apps into the AI Smart Loop. Because AI Smart Loop uses AI algorithms to recommend apps based on context. You can also manually add apps to AI Smart Loop or touch and hold any app to rearrange its position. Alright, so now let's take that screenshot, for example. Okay, now let's quickly hold our screenshot. Now let's place it on the right edge of the screen. And now the loop has appeared. Okay, so now to change the apps, you need to point a little bit to the upside or to the downside to change between the apps. Sorry, not to change between the apps, but to select the ones that you are interested in. So let's say I will get the notes, which are right in here. And now let's place it and let's release our finger. Okay, so now the notes should open, but it didn't. But as you can see, our screenshot has been successfully saved in the notes by performing this action that I have just shown you. So let's repeat this action, but instead let's use another app for now. It can be, I don't know, for example, the Gemini. Release your finger, and as you can see, our screenshot has been copied and pasted into the Gemini. Okay, so now we can go back into our settings and let's go with the gestures and motions. Let's begin with the screen of gestures. Make sure they're enabled right here, and in here we have some options. You can enable double tap to turn on or off screen, draw an O to open camera, draw a V to turn flashlight or on or off, music control, draw this shape to launch the calculator, draw M to launch the Gemini, and draw W to launch the recorder. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you all of the options, but not the music control. I can't currently play some music. So now let's begin with the double tap. Remember that your screen needs to be off. So double tap, the screen wakes, double tap, and the screen goes black. That's pretty simple. Now let's draw an O to try to open up our camera. I draw an O, and as you can see, the camera has been successfully enabled. Okay, what was the next thing? Let's see. Draw a W to turn flashlight. Okay, so let's turn off our screen. And as you can see, my flashlight has been successfully enabled. Now I will draw the V again. And the flashlight is off, as you can see. Okay, the next thing was to launch the calculator. So let's try. And now I need to use my fingerprint because I have set a screen lock. But once I have typed my screen lock or used my fingerprint, as you can see, the calculator launches. Okay, next thing was M to open up the Gemini. Again, I need to unlock. But the Gemini has been successfully enabled automatically. And the last thing is the W to launch the recorder. And as you can see, it also works. Alright, now we can enable the smart sensing. And here we have air gestures or double tap to scan. So let's begin with the first option. In-app air gestures. My corresponding gestures 20 to 40 centimeters from the front camera to swipe up or and down to switch between videos, air control, and the mute calls. So make sure that those options in here are enabled, the air gestures for calls and the in-app gestures. We can also click on learn gestures to see the tutorial. You can see instruction on the screen. And now let's see how this works. We need to place our face, sorry, not our face, our hand in front of the camera. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. I don't know why. In my opinion, it's badly programmed and it doesn't want to work. Maybe I'll try with my left hand. Okay, now it should mute the call. Okay, now it worked. And next thing is the in-app air gestures. Also click on learn. Hold your palm to the screen and move it backward. Hold your palm 3 centimeters from the front camera and keep it still for 2 seconds. Hold your palm 50 to 30 centimeters from the front camera and wait till you see a hand icon. So now let's try. It doesn't want to work every time. Okay, now it finally worked. Now hold your palms up to the screen with fingers pointing up. And we should hold until we see the hand icon. It will be somewhere around here. Okay, the hand icon appeared, as you can see. And now we need to flick your hand down to switch to the previous video. It doesn't want to work every time, as you can see, but now it worked. Okay. Now we need to point it down with our fingers. Now again, we need to wait until there will be that white hand icon. But in my opinion, that's not the best feature in that phone, because it likes to lag and don't even recognize your hand that you are pointing down. So I'll leave it to you, because in my opinion it's badly programmed. But if you want to try, go for it. Okay, there's also the double tap to scan. While on the home screen, tap twice on the sensor on the back of the phone to scan a code. Point the camera at a QR code and quickly tap twice on the sensor and the back of the phone to scan the code. Okay, so now let's try how this works. We need to tap somewhere in here in this area. But we need to be on the home screen, so let's double tap. You can see identify the QR code, but currently there are no QR codes in front of me, so it won't work. But if you want, you can try it if you will have some QR code in front of you. Okay, and the last thing is the AI boost. You can see that it boosts system and gaming performance. For now we have selected Smooth Boost. Simply click on Optimize. And it has been successfully optimized. We have precompiled apps in number of 4, with 2 times optimized apps, and many others. We can also click on the Game Boost, and here we can manually change the minimum CPU frequency and also the minimum DDR frequency. So the higher the minimum DDR frequency is, the smoother games run, and the higher the minimum CPU frequency is, the more stable games are. So we can adjust those things the way that you want. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.